During my time off that I was sitting in a motel, I had some SuperTruckerDan merchandise. I set it up through YouTube and everything. So if you go to SuperTruckerDan and you go to the store button, you'll see a bunch of merchandise. If you want to go check it out, SuperTruckerDan, click on the store. Also, I'll put a link in the description for the merchandise, but I've had a lot of requests for merchandise, so here you go. So check it out. All right, it's Friday, the 26th. Truck should be done today. We got till, they said it should be ready about 9:30. It's 9:15 right now. So they've had the truck. I went over and checked on it yesterday. They had it running in together yesterday. They wanted it overnight just to make sure nothing was leaking. So I'm gonna try to answer some questions. I got a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions about why didn't I go rent another truck? For a single owner operator such as myself, to rent a big truck is extremely expensive and difficult. The reason being is you can rack up a big rental bill very quickly. And like Ryder and those companies, they don't want to rent to an individual unless you've got a huge deposit to put down on a truck like that. And you know, for a week, I'm just missing a week, so it just wouldn't have been beneficial. For what it cost to have that load moved, you know, I didn't lose money. I made a little bit of money off of it. The other guy made money too, so it wasn't that bad. Got a lot of comments, why don't I go get the other truck that I own and put that on the road? That truck needs tires and needs other work on it. The other thing too, it's not registered. And in order to put it on with Mercer, I have to register it. There's no need leaving it sitting there registered and paying a license plate on it. Let's see what else is going on. Price, they don't have a final price on it yet. They're still working all that out. So I don't have an exact price yet. He told me it would be under 30,000. So we'll see. We're in Vandalia, Illinois. We spent the night here. I got the truck out of the shop yesterday afternoon, Friday afternoon. Today's Saturday. And so we got a full rebuild on the engine. Total cost, because I know everybody wants to know what it cost, was $26,612. That was the price out the door. We got a platinum rebuild, which included the head, water pump, oil pump, thermostat, some other stuff. And then I got some, I had a turbo added, oil cooler, main bearings, because they weren't included. We've got about 400 miles since, no, not even that far, 200 miles, 250 miles. Since I left the shop. I checked everything out this morning. Everything looks good. I'm on my way over here to Effingham, Illinois, to the Petro and the Blue Beacon truck wash. We're gonna get the truck washed. Gotta get the Dorsey trailer washed. Ever since I was in all that snow, the truck's been in the shop, and all that nasty salt and grime and everything else is on the engine. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's a little noisy in here.
nice and smooth. Got new injectors. That's part of the Platinum build, is brand new injectors. So got new injectors. But we'll get over here, we'll pop the hood, take a look at everything. All right, the moment everybody's been waiting for. We just got done at the truck wash, and we'll take a look at what we got done here. So, let's see. We'll start at the top here. So this right here is the head right here, and so we got a new head, and we did not get it. We did not replace the air compressor. That is fairly new. The power steering pump is original, and the fuel pump's original. All those are still in good condition. But let's go on the other side. All the good stuff's on the other side here. So, all right. So, we got a new turbo. Here's our new turbo right here. We got a new oil cooler. That's our oil cooler. We got a new water pump, which is right here. Got a new oil pump, which is in the oil pan. Here's the head. As you can see, this is the head right here. We got a new head. We got a new cam, and we got new rockers in the head. Now, the Platinum overhaul did not include the turbo, did not include the cam, and did not include the oil cooler, which is that right there, and it did not include the main bearings. It did include injectors, so we got all new injectors. It did include a rebuilt head, but it did not include the cam. It did include an oil pump, and it included the new rod bearings, new cylinder packs, which included the liners, pistons, and all that other good stuff that's in there. So the way the warranty worked was, for example, if I wouldn't have done the oil cooler, or if I wouldn't have done the turbo, if they fail and mess everything up, it's not covered under warranty. So the more parts that I replace, the more that's covered under warranty. Put new thermostats in. That was part of the Platinum kit, new thermostats. And he replaced my cooling hoses. Here, we'll go to the other side and take a look. He replaced the new cooling hose right there. Now, he did recommend that I should probably replace those metal tubes there, the cooling tubes, fairly soon. But the only thing that we kind of talked about was the air compressor, but that is a fairly new reconditioned air compressor. There's not a lot of miles on that air compressor. So I'm trying to think of what else they did, but you saw some pictures, you saw where you had it all tore apart. So it's all back together. Let's see, let's go check out our Dorsey trailer since it's all cleaned up and looking pretty here. So cleaned up real good. All that, I'll tell you, this trailer comes with, the aluminum trailer comes with the galvanized suspension, and you can see all that salt and grime and everything. That makes a big difference. That Fontana I had, that rusted out rather quickly, but having that galvanized suspension on here makes a difference. So we're looking over here, looks good. Everything looks good. When they towed the truck, they pulled the axle. I think it was that one. They pulled the axle out to tow it. They have to do that because if they don't, the transmission turns. Well, the oil pump and the transmission, I don't know how it all works, but anyway, it has something to do with the oil the oil pump in the transmission. If they don't pull the axle, the transmission will spin, but there's no oil pump in there. I'm not 100% how that works. Little generator did good. I started it right up. It'd been 2 weeks that it hadn't run, but it started right up last night. I'm missing a bolt if you look real close there. I'm gonna have to get vibrated out. But other than that, so that's kind of a rundown of where we're at with the motor. All right, let's get back up inside. All right, I'm parked where I want to be, camped out. We're gonna stay here for today's Saturday. We're gonna stay here for the rest of the day, and maybe a little bit tomorrow. I got to do a load of laundry, and then we'll go to Indianapolis tomorrow. But let's see here. I wanted to go over the bill that I got. So I got the work done at Foley Cat at their shop in Sedalia, Missouri. And I do recommend them. I had a choice. I could go to Sedalia, Missouri, or I could go to Kansas City. There's a Foley in Kansas City, and there's a Foley. They have a dealer in Sedalia. I was just a little bit closer to the Sedalia. I decided to go to the Sedalia because it was a smaller shop. Now, I didn't know anything about the shops or anything, but it was a smaller shop, and I felt that I would get better service at a smaller shop than I would at a big place like Kansas City. And I was right. The mechanic that worked on the truck, he's been working there for about 20 years, and talking to him and watching him, he was very thorough. He took the time. I went over about every other day just to kind of see what was going on, and he would talk to me about 10 or 15 minutes, and he was very thorough about, this is it looks good. He said that, whatever I was doing for maintenance looked good. The liners still had hash marks in them. So, but the truck wasn't burning oil. It was the top end. So when I first took it in there, they had gave me an estimate to fix the problem, which was a bad head gasket. In the process of checking out the head gasket, the head had cracks in it too. So they're like, well, we need to replace the head. If you replace the head, you should replace the cam. Replace the cam, you should replace the rockers. So, it just kind of snowballed. And originally, he had given me an estimate like $25,000 to get those problems fixed. That didn't include the rebuild. And I was like, well, what if I got a rebuild that covers the head, and then you add everything on? And at the time, Foley was doing a special on the rebuild. So the actual rebuild, the parts of the Platinum rebuild, was $17,200. That included the parts in the Platinum kit plus the labor to do a rebuild. And then we added stuff on top of that. So then you had the cam, then you had the lifters, and like I said, oil cooler, turbo. The turbo, I got a remanufactured turbo with a 3-year warranty on it. When I got the remanufactured turbo, I got $500 off the turbo. And then on top of that, because I got a Platinum with a new turbo, I got another $600 off for that. So I had quite a bit of discounts in the whole thing. And then, little things added up. He started the truck on Thursday, took it out test drove, brought it back, left it overnight. He said he came back and there was a couple puddles of coolant. The coolant hoses were leaking. Well, those are the original coolant line hoses that were on the truck. So he replaced those. The other thing we did is this truck came from the factory with green coolant, and I have always used green coolant in there, and he recommended changing over to the red coolant. So when they drained all the green coolant out, we put everything back to the red coolant. So now it has the red coolant in it. Let's see, but the list just goes on to for the rebuild. So the camshaft was $1,100. let's see, let me go here. I was going to see if it had the rockers, if I could pull them out real quick. Oh, the spacer plate between the head, somebody had mentioned that. Yes, they did replace that, and that is not part of the kit. That was $474 for that. Let's go through some of the big ticket stuff. I'm trying to see here. That was in here. The hang on a second. So the total labor for everything was, and this is just the labor cost, was $6,156. So that's the total labor cost for everything. So anyway, I think I did pretty good. I think I got a pretty good deal. I honestly thought it was going to be closer to $30,000. You know, so $26,000 for pretty much a new motor. I think is a pretty good deal. So, knock on wood, it'll stay together for another 500,000 miles or more. It does have the warranty on it, so it should be good. And I talked about it this morning. You know, I've talked about, you know, you have to make a decision. You know, you're putting a lot of money into, you know, this truck here is, what did I say? It's 17, 18 years old. And that's a lot of money to put into an old truck. But this truck's still worth more money, is worth money. That 2013, man, I'd really have to think twice before I put $30,000 into that other truck. Because I could sell this truck tomorrow and still come out ahead. I put $30,000 in that other truck, and I could sell it the next day, and I won't come out ahead. So that was kind of my thinking. So we're going to be driving this truck for a while longer, but I enjoy driving the truck. If I had to guess, the next kind of big expense, you know, hopefully, would be the transmission. The transmission has not been rebuilt. And I did a little bit of research. Rebuilt 13 speeds, about $4,000, $4,500. My guy at home can rebuild transmissions pretty good. So, and then the next thing would probably be radiator. But you know, I don't have any issues yet. But those are kind of the rear ends. The power divider. I got the power divider rebuilt not too long ago, and the rear end. Does that sound right? One of them broke, but it got rebuilt under warranty. But that was still, it was right at 500,000 miles, so it's still a lot of miles. So anyway, those are kind of the next big issues that hopefully we won't have for a while. But I was a nervous wreck. I didn't know how much this thing was going to cost. But I think we come out pretty good. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to do laundry. And then tomorrow we got about 150 miles over to Indianapolis. And we'll get loaded on Monday. It's supposed to rain. I know I washed the truck. But it's supposed to rain this evening and tomorrow morning. So we'll wait for the rain to die down before we leave. Maybe we can keep our truck washed for a while. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.